I said kick it up a notch, and people want to know, what does kick it up a notch mean? Darling, Harvard suing the administration back? That's kicking it up a notch. Whoever the hell swiped Kristi Noem's purse with $3,000 cash in broad daylight with Secret Service right there, that's kicking it up a notch. Side note, we all know why she had $3,000 cash in her purse on Sunday afternoon, right? Because she was going to go pick up a little something to take back to the office, because we've got a bunch of criminals and addicts holding the reins, okay? None of this is serious. At this point, we are now seeing in front of the world that America's just a bad reality show. We are all just walking money generators for the people at the top. They use us to make the stuff, and then they tax our money back out of us. They pay us next to nothing, and then we also have to pay income tax, state tax, property tax, sales tax, gas tax. If there's something they can tax, darling, if they could tax the water and the air, they would. All is siphon the money back out of us. It's a joke, okay? These people, Congress, who swept in with bipartisan support when our sugar baby over in Ice Cream Land said, hey, we don't like the fact that people are spreading their support for Olive Land on the talk. You need to get rid of it. And all of Congress came together immediately and said, this is a national security issue. We need to ban it. Okay? Immediately. We just found out that the doo-doo department handed active login credentials to Ruski. And they, within 10 minutes of doo-doo department getting in there and setting things up, started logging in and accessing from over there. Not a single person in Congress gives two shits. No one cares. Ruski has access to everything, our entire system. Everything that Doge touched, they have access to. No one, not one person cares. That is how we know that this is all bullshit. Okay, it's all bullshit. They're playing in our faces. So why are we playing by rules and being worried about, why are you still paying for this? You're worried about your taxes because you don't want to get in trouble. Why? You know, like the things that you're worried about. Why are you worried about them? This is not serious. You've got a dude who's so drunk, he's got a sideburn on one side, no sideburn on the other. All right. Adding his wife and his brother to classified information texts, and half of the White House is defending it while also secretly trying to find someone to replace him. The rumor is, but publicly they're saying, hey, we're not going to do anything. This is meritocracy. You guys are just mad that we're getting rid of DEI. This is what wonderful work looks like when you get rid of all the illegals and T people and DEI people. This is hard work. It's like, okay. Alrighty. Anyone else working in the private sector who made one of the mistakes these people made? If any of us made a similar mistake working at McDonald's, we would have been canned. But these people have the full protection of the mother-loving government. It is a joke. So when we say kick it up a notch, darling, bullies understand bullying. You have to schoolyard. All right. China has the right idea. Some of these other nations are finally starting to get the right idea. They realized you can't argue with rabid children. And that's what this administration is. They are rabid children. They're kicking and throwing a fit and being loud and threatening everyone and bullying everyone. But at the end of the day, what they need is compliance in advance. What they need is you afraid and willing to do whatever. What they need is for you to just take it instead of standing up. What they need is your compliance and agreeability and willingness to listen to them. As soon as you stand up, it doesn't work. Like I said, Harvard, how many other colleges keeled right over it? Didn't even bother pushing back. Harvard was the first one to say, actually, no, we're not going to do it. And what? And now you've got the White House backtracking while trying to threaten them, but also backtracking. And Harvard said, screw that, we're suing. Now what? Like, that is what you do. To them, these are people who sue, right? The administration has been targeting executive orders at law firms so they could blackmail them out of pro bono hours for all of the illegal stuff that they're doing, and they're going to need lawyers to pay for. Like, you have to play the game their way. You have to make them uncomfortable. You have to make them excluded. You have to make them feel othered. You have to make them feel like jokes, like inadequate, eeny weeny, teeny weeny jokes. Okay? So when we say kick it up a notch, darling, that's what we mean by kick it up a notch. Make them uncomfortable. How does that look? Might be looking a little bit more militant. Might be given some chance that look less fuzzy and more like, oh, might be willing to push up on these people to see. Play a little chicken. Play a little chicken and see what happens, because none of these people have backbones. None of those people have cojones, okay? Without the power they think they have, they're nothing. And if you've noticed, everyone around the stench is probably going to go down. That's the only one that can get out of this like Teflon. everyone else is going to lose their license, not be able to find a job after this. Everything they touch turns to ish. The only one that slides out is the stenchy one himself. So when we say kick it up a notch, we mean get schoolyard with these people and treat them the way they treat other people when they want results. Got it?